everyone, my name is Annika and I'm part of the Data Science Discovery team. And in this video today, we're going to be doing a question on simulations. So let's go ahead and get started. So here, we want to write a simulation in Python to basically draw 5,000 cards from a fair deck of cards. For each card drawn, we want to store these two things about the random card that we picked. We want to store the suit and the rank. And then we want to store and return our results in the data frame with these two columns, right? So the first thing we want to do here, there's really like three things that we need to do, right? The one thing is we want to create or have some sort of data structure where we can store all of our results, right? So I want some sort of data structure to store my random cards that I picked. And then the second thing is to actually pick my cards, right? How am I going to pick my 5,000 different cards? Well, I'm going to have to use a for loop, right? Because there's no way I'm writing, all these lines of code to pick all these 5,000 cards manually, right? I'm not going to write 5,000 lines of code. I want to write one for loop that iterates 5,000 times, and each iteration represents one random card that I drew, right? So I want some sort of for loop to simulate drawing my 5,000 cards, and I want to make sure I store my suit and my rank in some way, right? And this probably involves using some sort of random function because I wanted to randomly choose this card, right? And I know there's two random functions that, within the scope of this course, it's going to be random.randint and then random.choice. Well, the random.randint is when we want to pick a random number from A to B, where A is my lower bound and B is my upper bound. And that's only when I want to pick numbers, right? When I want to pick integers. That's why it's called random.randint. The random.choice is basically when I want to pick a random value from a given list of strings, right? A random string from a given list of basically values. So here, since we have strings that are involved in the suit and the rank, for example, ace and then jqk, and all the suits are strings, I want to use my random.choice function because I want to give all of these options within a list, and then I want to go ahead and randomly pick from that list. So I'm going to be using the random.choice function. And then in the end, I want to create my data frame with my columns, suit, and the rank, right? And this probably involves using my data structure in step one, where I, initially store all my results. And so when I store my results in a data structure, I'm choosing to use a list here, right? Because then I can easily convert that list into a data frame at the very end. So I'm going to call my list data, and then the opening and closing brackets here just shows how to make an empty list in Python, right? And then whenever I iterate through my for loop and whenever I pick all these random cards, I want to keep adding my results into this list so that at the very end, I can use my data list to finally create my data frame. So I'm going to here in my last step use my data list and somehow compile that all into data frame. So as for my second step, right, I want to create a for loop to simulate drawing 5,000 cards. So I want to do for I in range and then 5,000. That's my syntax for doing a for loop in Python. And then each time I iterate through this for loop, first I want to pick a suit, right? So I want to do suit equals random.choice. And then within my brackets, I want to go ahead and provide a list of the possible values that I can randomly choose. And remember that these are all strings, so I want to make sure I have quotes around each of them. And then finally, the rank, I have random.choice. And then similarly, in a list, I want to provide all of these specific values. So I again want to make sure that each of these values are wrapped in quotes, because again, these are going to be strings, right? And I want to make sure that I have quotes around each of these. And I know this can be a bit tedious sometimes, but you want to be careful with where you're placing your quotation marks and making sure you're not wrapping any of the commas with quotes instead. So now that I have randomly picked my suit and my rank, I want to go ahead and store that somewhere, right? So first I want to create a dictionary, right? A dictionary is basically contains of a of like a key and then a value, or like you can think of it as a label and then a value. And I want to go ahead and store my suit and my rank both in this dictionary. So my suit is going to be my, let's say, label of this first entry. And what is that going to store? Well, that's going to store my actual suit, right? And I want 2 entries within my dictionary here because I want to store 2 things, right? My suit and my rank. So similarly, for the rank, I want that label to be in quotes, and after the colon, I want to put the rank that I randomly chose. So now I have a dictionary, but what am I going to do with that dictionary? I can't just keep creating new dictionaries and not store that anywhere, right? The whole point is to store a card, is to pick a random card and then store that result somewhere. Well, that's where I'm going to use my data list that I described above, right? This is essentially a data structure to store like all of my results in all of the 5,000 iterations that I have done. So it's going to store basically 5,000 different data entries, and each time I pick a card, I'm going to keep adding that new result, that new card that I picked, into my cumulative data list. So how do I do that? Well, I do data.append. Append is basically like adding, like you're adding this new result into your data list. So I want to do data.append because that's really going to show that I'm adding my dictionary into my data list. And then finally, at the very end, I have this data list, right? And if I print out data, it's really going to print out a long list with 5,000 of these different dictionary entries, right? And I'm not going to scroll all the way because I know there's 5,000 of these, right? Because I have 5,000 iterations in my for loop. And you can see here that each entry shows your suit that I randomly picked as well as my rank, right? So that's what each of these entries represents. But in my question, I don't want to store and return all my results in a list. I want to store them in a data frame. So I need some sort of way to combine my entire list into like a data frame, right? And to do that is I want to use the df equals the pd.dataframe function, which basically compiles a list into a data frame. And the list that I'm compiling into a data frame is like the data list that I defined at the very beginning and that I keep adding all my results to, right? So the first entry of your dictionary, the key really represents your column, and then the second, the actual value represents what value is going to be stored within that column. So that's why in my dictionary, I called my keys suit and rank because my data frame columns are also called suit and rank. So now when I go ahead and print out my df, I have my 2 columns, suit and rank, which basically, what we did is we created our entire data list, which has all of those 5,000 results, and then we basically compiled them into a data frame. So now when I submit my code, that's correct. And I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye.